Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Inked Plastic, and I'm so excited because today I have the Booriginal Creepoductions Series 2, which includes Ghoulia Yelps, Abby Abominable, and then also Spectra Vondergeist. And I'm so excited to finally have them in my collection. It's really neat to see them in box and to have them with this kind of like, the crisp cardboard. I always adored and I always loved the packaging of the original Monster High dolls, as many of us do, because they were just so awesome and they were so detailed, and the cardboard, it really was awesome. So I'm so excited to finally have these ghouls in box. And now I can't wait to take them out of the box. So I don't know who to start with first. I think I'm probably gonna start off with Ghoulia, just because I've always wanted her. Who am I kidding? I've wanted every single Monster High doll, but so out of the three of them, she is the one that I have basically kind of wanted the most, and she's the hardest to obtain because she's so expensive on eBay, and the resale market is just insane for Ghoulia Yelps and any of these dolls in general, but especially Ghoulia. So I'm probably gonna start off with Ghoulia, and then we're gonna go ahead and take a look at Spectra and Abby. And for Spectra, I can actually compare her to the original box because I recently acquired the original Spectra, so we can go ahead and contrast. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started by taking a look at Miss Ghoulia Yelps here. Okay, so here we are with Ghoulia Yelps, brand new in box. She is simply stunning. Now I do know that they're not exactly the same original boxes that they came in. From what I hear, I do know that there's some slight differences in their packaging. This is more reminiscent of the first wave of ghouls, which included, Cleo, Denial, Claudine Wolf, Draculaura, Frankenstein, Laguna Blue, and Deuce. So this is the kind of style box that they have for, those first wave Monster High dolls, whereas the ones that came after usually look more like this one here. So this is one of the original Spectra Vondergeist. So you'll notice that the side of the box, is open. So it is kind of a difference here with the style of box. And then you can probably see it better just with the Spectra box here. Just so you can kind of get an idea of some of the slight differences that they have. So once again, this is the Creepoduction, and then this is the original. So you can see that it has that kind of open side, whereas this one is fully closed. But that's one of the slight differences with the boxes. But in terms of their quality and everything that they come with, they stay true to the original dolls. So this is the back of the box here with some information. I'll be sure to put in a photograph so that you guys can go ahead and pause and read that on your own time. But the boxes are stunning, and the packaging for Monster High was just out of this world, especially for 2010. I mean, imagine walking down into the doll aisles and seeing this just on the aisles. Like, this is just such a pop of color. It's so saturated. I love it, especially Ghoulia's box because it's a bright red, and she's a zombie. She's awesome. But I've always wanted to own Ghoulia. So let's go ahead and try to take her out of the box. I want to do it in a way where I don't damage it a lot, so I might take my time with it. And it is nighttime right now when I'm recording, so my cat might get the zoomies and she might just kind of go crazy. So let's see here. So we got the tape on the top and the bottom, which I went ahead and removed. Let's see, is there anything here? I don't see anything on the side, so I think it's just the top, bottom, and then this side here, which this should just pop out. The side of the box, by the way, it's really stunning. Every single aspect, here's the side of the box, which has Ghoulia Yelps. Here's the other side, which is just basically a pattern. The bottom, which there's not much to see. And then in the top, there is a slight message that says, translation: I'm not just a comic book fangirl. I'm working on my own comic book series that's amazing. And then it has it in different languages as well. So that's what's on the top. But anyhow, it looks like this side just pops off. And I want to be careful because usually when I remember opening Wave 1 dolls, I do know that typically this is where I rip. There we go. See, I already ripped the box and I feel terrible, but it's okay. I wanted to take her out of the box because I've never owned Ghoulia. Yikes. That hurt my heart a little bit, but it's okay. I only cut it a little bit. It's towards the back there, but it's fine. And it's not like I'm keeping the box. I think it's just kind of more like I've never owned her, so I'm just like, I can't believe that she's in my hands and I'm taking her out of the box right now as we speak. So these will be available on Amazon. I got these from Smart store. They were available for a few minutes. Thankfully, I was on Twitter when the news dropped, and then right from Twitter, I went on to Instagram. And then after talking to a few friends, like, you know, they were saying that they were up. And so basically, you know, I went to the Mattel Creation store. They weren't in stock. So then I went to my second option, which was going to the Mart store, which typically they have the dolls a lot earlier sometimes, depending on what they get. But ultimately, I went there and they had them in stock. So I was able to get Ghoulia and Abby in the first order that I placed. And then in the second order that I placed, because I had to go back for Spectra. Originally, I wasn't going to get her because I already had, you know, the original that I just acquired like literally that same week. And so I wasn't planning on getting Spectra, but then, you know, Spectra called to me, and so I went back and I got Spectra, and then I ordered an extra Abby, and I was gonna order an extra Ghoulia to keep in box, but unfortunately, or I guess fortunately, because somebody else got to have her, you know, they were gone. They were all sold out. But they're really stunning. They're extremely highly detailed, and I went ahead and took her out of the box. It was fairly easy, so you can see that I have the entirety of her out. And then if I go and show you this box, it's completely intact. Just that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm probably gonna do some cutouts with these and just keep them safe, like, you know, maybe make a bookmark out of this. I don't know. I've never owned, I want to keep her box. Like, that's how much, like, she's amazing. That's how beautiful she is. That's how everything about her, the packaging, the doll, everything is just great. And the details, like, it really amazes me how it has like this double textures, like different textures within the cardboard box. But anyway, this is gonna be a fun project for later. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the side, right next to my cat's bed. Hopefully she does not play with it. She should be fine. She's just about to go to sleep, it looks like. So here is Ghoulia Yelps. She is something else. She's really out of this world. My gosh, I can't believe that I have her. Everything about her style I simply adore. When she was released, it was like what, like 2010, like mid 2010, I want to say, maybe 2011, but I want to say 2010. And so like the whole, you know, like Seenie Weenie style was in, and you know, like I was a scene kid. She's really awesome. So I really like how, you know, they were really inspired by like kind of like that gothic style or that scene style, you know, with these kind of mesh fishnet, you know, sleeves, and then of course, you know, the oh gosh, what do you call these? I know that they're called sneaker heels, but there's an actual term for it. I can't think of it right now. Maybe it'll come to me by the end of this video. But dude, they were so dope. So awesome. Everything about this doll I simply adore, and they will be available soon. Like I said, I got these originally from Smart, but they will be available as an Amazon exclusive on April 24th of 2024. And Amazon has an exceptional reputation when it comes to restocking, so I'm pretty sure that if you want one, you're gonna be able to get your hands on her. Please do not go and pay the scalper prices on eBay. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into her. Have to stay hydrated. So this is a Booriginal, I can't pronounce that. This is a Booriginal Creepoduction. Booriginal Creepoduction. This is a Booriginal Creepoduction of Miss Ghoulia Yelps. I'm gonna start off by taking out the comb because of course the Skullet comb, like these were iconic. And they all had their own designated color with the stands and the combs. It was just great. I'm gonna take the stand out next. Voila. And then for the base. So here is her stand. And like I said, her fashion was just really awesome to me because like I was a scene kid when I was in high school, but it was good times. I mean, like I really love that time because that was like when it was okay to, you know, be seen or be goth or, you know, whatever you wanted to be, like a metalhead, whatever it was, like it was in. And I think that's one of the coolest things ever, because Monster High was not scared to tap into those kind of trends and into those kind of fashions. They went, you know, into that deep end, which, you know, besides Bratz, not a lot of doll brands had done before. So I think that that's a reason why I've always admired and loved Ghoulia Yelps, is for that reason. Now they do come with their diary, so there is her diary. On the front, it does say, "The private thoughts of Ghoulia Yelps. Please refrain from reading my diary." And then it says it in French, which I can't speak French, so. But Ghoulia Yelps, and then of course her diary, which I can't wait to get into. Because I've never read her diary. I remember that I read Claudine's, I read Cleo's. I can't remember if Deuce came with one. If he did, my bad, I forgot about that. And then Howleen as well. I'm pretty sure she came with a diary, if I recall. But I remember having like at least those particular dolls. But I've never had Ghoulia, so I'm really interested in what she has to say. And then now to the best part, arguably the best part of this whole thing is actually getting her out, and I'm so stoked. Gosh, this has been like years and years in the making for me. Like, I've always dreamed of having her. After I got Claudine, like I would check the store sometimes. Like, it would be kind of hard because like I couldn't drive. Like, I would have to take the bus or like find some way to get to the store. And then whenever I did go to the store, they never really had good stock. So when, for example, when Ghoulia, when Spectra was out, when Abby was out, really when a lot of the really cool dolls were out, like I just didn't have any luck finding them. And then of course hiding them was a completely different story. So I could only hide a few at a time, and so I had to be careful with my options, and a lot of times it included you know, Claudine, Draculora, and Cleo, because oh man, Cleo's like, oof, like she is something else. So I'm being very careful with cutting here, and she is almost out. Man, her fishnet sleeves are like something else. And I remember having like those kind of sleeves. I don't even remember what they're called anymore. Babe, do you remember what those were called? Like, we used to have like the pattern sleeves, and they were like not arm warmers, but they were like, they had all these cool designs. Do you remember? Yeah, oh, gloves. So they were basically like gloves, and they would like, you know, cover like your whole hand. I felt so cool wearing that. And so, you know, seeing a doll wear that kind of thing, like it was like, oh hell yeah. Like, get it. Okay, so I think she's out, and I just gotta pop her head out. Alright, so it's the scariest part for me, I swear, every single time. Oh my god. She is out. She is out, and she is in my hands. I can't believe it, you guys. What is it, like 12 years later, 10 years later, 12 years later? I don't even know. I can't do math right now. But holy cow. Alright, so I just finished brushing her hair with her red Skelette brush. And I guess before I show you her, I'll just show you the last accessory that was in the box, which is her cassette player purse. Oh, and I don't even think I got to show you Sir Hoots-a-Lot. I think I just took him out of the box. So here is Sir Hoots-a-Lot. And I'm pretty sure that's like a play on like Sir Mix-a-Lot or something. Anyway. Now going and getting into Ghoulia herself, she has Saran hair. I'm just gonna have to go ahead and clean her up a little bit, but she does have Saran hair. It's very soft. Now here is her face. You can see she has her stunning white glasses. She also has very, very bold makeup as well. That's one thing that I've always liked about this Ghoulia, is just that her makeup is bold. She does have this protective plastic between her glasses and her eyes, which I think is great. And then for her earrings, she does have these pink safety pins as earrings, and she comes with a green headband. For her shirt, it has lots of cherries with red detailing, and she does have this black, white, and black striped shirt finished with her fishnet gloves, which are super, super awesome. Now for her belt, she does have a piano, so that's pretty cool. So she has a piano belt. And then for her pants, they're these kind of like red capris. They have these kind of like black straps on them, and they do have these kind of black spots on them as well. And then for one of my favorite sets of shoes on a Monster High doll, this is going to be her heels. So she does have these black and red sneaker heels. Talk about inches. I am gonna have to go and surgically remove the little kajinkers from the back of her head somehow at some point. But for right now, I just want to enjoy her. Her makeup is like metallic. Do you see her lipstick? It's like a red metallic lipstick. I don't know if that's just me because I'm blind. I gotta go put my glasses on for this because I can't see. So I hope you don't mind the glare, because that's gonna just reflect back at you. But I don't know. I guess I have to see her in closer light. Right here, I do see some kind of shimmer to her lip. So she might have like metallic red lips. So that's pretty cool actually. And then of course her makeup, she has a stunning dark makeup as well for her eyeshadow. Now I do want to point out, because I didn't point this out earlier, she does come with a necklace. And it just kind of has like a pink gem on her necklace. I'm not entirely sure on what it is, but it's very cute. And then she also has a skelet. She also has a skelet on her shirt as well. Gosh, she is simply gorgeous. And I'm so thrilled to finally have Ghoulia Yelps in my collection. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to one of the next ghouls. I'm gonna go ahead and add her to her stand. Gosh, I'm just blown away by these Creepoductions. Like I said, these will be available as an Amazon exclusive on April 24th. And then there's also word that they're gonna be re-releasing the first wave of ghouls. So, you know, Draculaura, Claudine, Laguna, and Cleo as well. But that's gonna be coming, you know, in 2024. Ooh, this is a perfect chance to see if her little owl, if Sir Hoots-a-Lot fits in her arm. Does he? I don't know, I'm scared. Do I remove the glove or do I keep it on? Okay. I'm scared to move her and then Sir Hoots-a-Lot falls off into the ground. But there she is holding Sir Hoots-a-Lot. She is gorgeous. 10 out of 10. 100% score. 200% score. She's beyond beautiful. And she does have Saran hair. I don't have a lot of experience with hair types, but this is definitely Saran. And I know because I love Saran because it's soft, but I also don't like Saran because I suck at, you know, hairstyling. I suck at hairstyling. And so I find that my fat fingers can't handle Saran as well as other fibers like on Rainbow High or whatever, which I don't know what that is either. But I just know that this is Saran. I'm 99% sure it's Saran. If it's not, let me know in the comments, but I'm pretty sure it's Saran. So once again, super cool. I've always liked your style. Fishnets, sneaker heels, like that's like everything right there. So there is Miss Ghoulia Yelps with Sir Hoots-a-Lot, and then I'll go ahead and give her her little school bag so she's all set to go. And let's get into one of the next schools. Now I just don't know who to do next. I'm thinking probably Spectra. Spectra.